I had a big day Saturday. First,
all right,
because I have informed my parents I am not buying them things anymore. They have enough things. I'm not buying you things.
Penguin, you put your foot down, by God.
We're going to go do things.
Oh, I see.
I'll buy you experiences,
Yes.
which are way more expensive than things.
So way back, this is Mother's Day, Father's Day present. I bought tickets to Jim Gaffigan on Saturday, the early show, the 5 o'clock show, and it's a good thing it was 5 o'clock because we had a Halloween party later in the night. I did two things on Saturday.
If it had been a later show, you would have missed your own party.
I know. And so Jim Gaffigan, always funny. But his opening act, I had one joke that I had a problem with.
Who was the opening
I
act?
don't know his name. This is going to be woke me.
Uh-oh.
So he talked about, I bought a new house, and my neighborhood, there's flags. Everybody has flags in their yard, and there are a lot of neighbors that have Black Lives Matter flags in their yard, and there are not very many black people in my neighborhood. You know, people that have
so dumb.
Black Lives Matter flags or
Dumb
pride flags. It's not like identifying, hey, somebody black lives here or a gay person lives here. It's saying, hey, we love you. We're your allies. We support you.
I've told this story before, Gina. Remember this? I had a boss once. I ran a promo for the United Negro College Fund. This is when I was working at a TV station briefly. I run this promo. They send them to you on tape. You run the promo. He calls me into his office. Why are we running a promo for the United Negro College Fund? There's not a Negro college within 500 miles of here. I just shook my head and walked out of the room.
So after that, I needed the costume that could be quickly assembled to get to the party on time.
Yes, you've been asking our listeners for suggestions.
And I took their suggestions and I incorporated them, and I sent Katie some pictures.
Oh, okay, we have pictures.
They have them.
Do we need to get
x96.com/live?
Let's see. I'm guessing that your meat cutters.
You're tree farmers.
So we're tree farmers.
So you can see the pine tree.
Yeah, we had little pine branches stuffed in our pockets.
Put that back up, please.
With little pine branches stuffed in our pockets. And also in our pockets, I had business cards printed at a friend of the program's suggestion, because not only are we tree farmers, it's Crazy Joe's Tree and Body Farm, Tree and Limb Cutting Services.
Limb cutting.
And our little tagline is, would you like a fresh cut? So not only do we have trees, but we thought there would be some serial killers at the party that, this is a service we can provide. You might have these bodies stacking up at your house. We'll take those off your hands.
How did this go over?
I mean, it was a good idea. I had a toy chainsaw, and we had the business cards. What we didn't take into account is we went to a party full of people that need reading glasses.
Oh.
So we kept handing these cards out.
Oh.
And they'd hold them out and go, "What's that? I can't."
Was this at a rest home?
I can't quite read.
Was it an assisted living center party?
What this card says.
One of Daddy Gary's places? Is that where you went?
So then
Did it have applesauce afterwards?
It's not as fun when you have to explain
It could be a problem, yeah.
it to people. But I may wear this costume every year now because it was Carhartt's, and they are comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You can bend over and
put the picture up again, please. You
Wait
can
a minute.
bend over.
That's the
You
big
can
selling
bend
point.
over.
You
Well,
bend. You
now-
drop something on the floor. You bend over. What?
I don't know. Your husband looks frighteningly into it.
No,
You, however,
he's acting.
You, however, look like a model who's trying to pretend to be.
To pretend to be a tree farmer / body farmer.
Yeah. You shouldn't have worn so you're wearing nice makeup. You should have either made it really extreme or none at all.
Well, like I said, the problem was I was coming directly from Jim Gaffigan.
So you should have worn your costumes to Jim Gaffigan.
So I really just changed my. I didn't do this makeup for the party. It was just that's how I was after going out.
You should have smeared some lipstick on, kind of crooked.
Changed some clothes.
Your husband, though, I'd be a little worried about him.
Little worried.
Yeah, I mean, in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that chainsaw is a great toy chainsaw because it actually has a blade that moves. Little plastic blade that rotates around, little rubber.
I think that's what they were
What could
using.
go wrong?
I think that's what they were using in Thriller. They did a chainsaw
Probably.
dance thing, and I think those were those little toys.
All right.
So what?
But we did it. I did two things on Saturday.
What kind of spooky food did they have? Did they have spooky, like witches' fingers and?
No, they just got red iguana. They got taken out from red iguana.
Really?
But it was all tomato based, so
Yeah,
we pretended that it was blood.
All right.
Traffic.
Let's see.
Bunch of nearsighted people who like red iguana.
Here's
Sounds
our
fun.
card. What does it say? I can't read
That
it.
sounds fun.